Hi, this is Erin Dostal from Nation's Restaurant News reporting from the Women's Foodservice Forum's annual conference in Orlando, Florida. Today I was lucky enough to meet with some of the top executives in food service and hear what they thought about the WFF and their contributions to the food service industry.
Well, the WFF is an organization that is designed to help women advance their career. So for me, the organization helps individuals do the actual legwork and provide tools so that they can advance their own career in a very efficient and effective manner. It really is about creating and showing people what can be in their own careers and then giving them tools to help them get there in partnership with the companies they work for.
Well, the Women's Foodservice Forum has been the most amazing platform and organization around advancing women leaders. It's given us a voice.
The WFF to me is home. It feels like home.
Well, I've been a member for, probably a little over 7 years now.
I've been a member for 10 years.
I was here at the original WFF in 1988 and 89. It's a wonderful forum.
The Women's Foodservice Forum can help businesses learn best practices in elevating diverse talent.
It's about broadening perspectives. It's about development of folks in ways and means that they haven't done in their own organization. So an example would be networking. How do you effectively network? How do you engage with people that you don't know? How do you create mentor sponsors and advocate outside your organization as well as in? You learn all those things by attending things like the WFF. We have great development at Yum Brands internally. But in order to get the full holistic experience, it is all about utilizing all the tools that are available to you, of which WFS is one of the best tools that I've found.
It's pretty cool because we've had an opportunity to bring managing partners, we've brought area directors, we've brought our restaurant support teams with us, and it's really educating people at all levels of the organization on the entire business.
It's about content, competencies, and connections. And when we developed that, it really, for me, said, okay, that's what the WFF is. It's about the people, it's about what can I learn here, and it's about developing who I am.
If you look at the numbers, we still don't have enough women in the C-suites and on executive teams. So the first thing we had to do was get clear about our strategy. And so our strategy now, which is founded on the 3 C's, delivering outstanding content, ensuring that we have the most relevant leadership competencies, and then ensuring that we're creating platforms for people to build their strategic connections works. So that's the first thing. The second thing was really around re-engaging our partners in a more effective way. So not only do we have now, even at our latest conference, 62 new companies, but we have over 1,000 companies who engage with us in the course of a year. And so getting the companies engaged and getting clarity around our products and services allows them to engage more deeply. So that's the second piece. Thirdly, it has been around really talking to individuals and giving them tools and meeting them wherever they are in their own development. The message and the research around individuals having to own their career, making sure they have a career strategy, and then making sure they have the connections and the tools, the support system, is really the last part of the work that the journey we've been on in our work. Diverse teams drive better results, period. Whether you're looking at your earnings per share, engagement scores, creativity, it's just proven over and over again.
I think the biggest challenge facing the restaurant industry, as is the same with many industries, is finding, developing, and retaining top talent. There is a war for talent.
Well, it's really all about the war for talent. We are a service industry that it's all about having great people running our restaurants and great people serving our guests. And so being able to ensure that we're getting the right people in the leadership positions, having the right team members in our restaurants, is really key.
We know that many people view the restaurant industry as an industry for the first job, maybe for the first 2 jobs, and think they might just simply be passing through to prepare them for some other industry. And we have to find continual ways to prove to young restaurant employees and people just entering our industry that we are the industry of choice, that there are incredible career tracks available within our industry. And groups like the Women's Foodservice Forum help take a bookend approach by showing young women and women and men in the industry what career paths might be available to them, by showing them what's possible, by giving them access to the industry's leaders. But the WFF also helps companies learn how to articulate those opportunities and ready that talent for the opportunities that they have, so that those talented leaders don't feel they need to exit our industry, but in fact can see a career path for themselves for many years to come right here in the food service industry.
There are a number of challenges, but I think the biggest challenge is always about talent. Finding great talent, developing great talent, retaining great talent, building the next generation of leaders that are going to lead in a very different place and time than those of us that are here today. All right, think of the social media, the 3 generations in the workforce today. Just on my team, we've got the boomers, the Xers, and the millennials. Lead very differently than some of the people that I reported to led us, because we were all boomers. And 3 generations. The technology changes are incredible. They're every day. They're real time. So a lot of leadership challenges moving forward, and also just a lot of change in the consumer landscape as well.
One of the biggest challenges for us is going to be how to not necessarily attract but retain great talent. I think we just have to be in tune with what that is going forward and stay on top of that.
Really, I think the organization is just going to continue to accelerate the path that we're on. You know, we, over the last 3 years, have worked to put a strategy in place and really been executing against that strategy now, and we're seeing our progress really accelerate. So I think we're just going to continue down that path and accelerate the growth, accelerate the number of people that engage with WFF, the number of individuals, the number of organizations, and see WFF just really continue to grow.